Okay, hello everyone. So now I will discuss the answer to the quiz that I gave to you last Saturday. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let me share my screen on the assignment or the quiz, the reading exam practice. All right. Yeah, this is the exam practice result. As you see here, the result, on average you got 11 out of 15. That's pretty good, and the lowest score here is 9 and the highest score is 15. So I can say that the score, your scores are pretty good. The average is 11.88. Okay, so now let's discuss how to answer the exam practice. Before we move on to the questions, I would like to share some insights or some strategies for you to handle reading questions. Okay, so first of all, when you deal with reading, or when people deal with reading, normally they will go to the questions first. They will read the questions first, and they will not read the text thoroughly. Well, that's correct that you do not have to read the text thoroughly or the passage thoroughly. However, here I would like to propose one strategy that might be counterintuitive. Okay, the strategy that I propose that is slightly counterintuitive is that you have to start with the text. All right, so the first step that you should do is to predict, or yeah, preview, sorry, not predict, but you have to preview the passage or the text. Okay, remember that last week I already told you 3 important strategies in reading: preview and predict, skimming and scanning. So before you go to the questions, it's quite helpful for you to preview the passage first, because remember what I told you before in the previous meeting, that by previewing it helps you to set the context of the passage, which means that it will help your brain to set up, to prepare the vocabularies needed for that passage. So it helps you to set the context. Also, by doing the preview, you would understand the gist or the global idea of the passage. So this global idea that you will get, maybe not thoroughly, it will not be 70%, it will not be even 50% of the whole passage that you will get. It might be around 10 to 20%. Let's say that you only get 10%. That's enough, because what's important is that you understand first. Yeah, you understand before you read the questions. You already know what the text is about, so that your brain will help you to set up every prior knowledge that you have on the topic. So preview the passage first. After you preview the passage, go to the question. Yeah, try to answer the questions. And there are other tips that you have to consider. What are they? First, um, keep in mind that every questions you find will help you with your reading, will help you to comprehend the text better. That means when you read more questions, when you answer more questions, actually you will understand the text better. All right. So if you already answered the first 3 to 5 questions, for example, it means that you have more information about the text to help you to answer the rest of the questions after that. Okay. Usually, not always, usually the most difficult question will be put in the last sections of the reading. But remember, by answering the previous questions, you're actually being prepared to anticipate the difficult questions. So every questions you find will help you to comprehend the text better. That's what you need to know. Okay. And second of all, I think I already told you this before, but I want to emphasize this again, is that it's a language test, not a general knowledge test. Yeah. Okay, don't say general knowledge, it can be also specific knowledge. Remember that it's a language test. The purpose is not to test your knowledge, the purpose is to test your English. That's what you should remember, so that when you find something that you're not familiar with, take it easy. Remember, the test makers have already made sure that everything that you will find is all about language. So when there are some a very specific vocabulary, very specific jargon that you find in the text, usually they will give you some clues about what that word means. All right, so remember that. Okay, now let's practice these few tips or these strategies that I give you here. Review the passage first and then you go to the question. All right. Okay, wait a minute. Now let's go to the question. All right, this is the text. Yeah. First, start with preview. How do you preview? When you preview, remember, first, if there is a title like this one, notice the title. If you have a heading, read this heading. Okay? Take a glance if there's a picture there. It might help you. That's previewing. Your adventure starts where? Increasing number of students thinking of going overseas to study for a degree. This week we focus on 5 English-speaking countries, examining what each has to offer and why you might choose to study there. So now you understand what the text is about. It's about 5 destination countries for those who would like to take a degree overseas. Okay, and then what else that you can do while you're previewing? It's similar to skimming, basically. Yeah, notice any other headings that you find, okay, or something that is written in bold, something that's written in italic, maybe. Notice them. because they help you to understand better. Yeah, I don't read the whole text. I only read once again the title, the headline here, and some headings. Okay, now let's go to the question. First thing, when you read the question, you have to remember that you should read the instruction first, because the instruction will give you the constraints for your answers. For example, for this one, write no more than 3 words. So it's the maximum words that you can give as your answer are 3 words only. Remember, this is a short answer questions, and short answer question mostly you will use scanning technique, because you will be asked about some details, about some specific informations. Okay, now let's start with question number 1. Remember, when you're asked about specific information, a detailed information, look for the keyword. Okay, the question word is what. What type of university preparation course in the UK? So that you understand now that you have to look for the information in the UK section. Okay, now let's go to the reading. Scanning, remember, you already have the keyword, type of preparation course in the UK. Okay, let's look for it. Okay, we have the UK here. Okay, and we look for, remember, you don't have to read, just swipe your eyes or your fingers around the text. Okay, here we find some UK institutions offer a foundation course to prepare international students before they go on to do a full undergraduate or postgraduate degree. Okay, the question, university preparation course. So we understand that, okay, what's a preparation course? It's a university preparation course. So it is a course to prepare you to go to the university or to be admitted to the university. All right, and here you find to prepare international students before they go on to do a full undergraduate or postgraduate degree. So it's similar. So there's there's another thing here that you notice, is that what you will find in the question is the paraphrase of what you have in the text. All right, so you will not find the exact wordings as what you have on the question. That's what you need to understand. So here, what's the answer? So the answer is, okay, this one, yeah, a foundation course. Yeah, you can answer foundation course, 2 words, or a foundation course, 3 words maximum. That's the answer. Okay, next, what do we have? On which education system, okay, we talk about education system, New Zealand programs founded. So which education system? So you will find maybe several education systems, and you will find one system that New Zealand use, and we know that we have to find it on New Zealand section. This is New Zealand. Okay, scanning. Okay, here we have the word system. Let's read this sentence. New Zealand's highly respected educational programs are based on the British system. So are based on the British system. Okay. Hmm. So the answer is British system. That's the answer. On which education system? The British system. Which two values are extremely important to Americans? Two values. Okay, it's very specific. You have to look for two values, and you should answer no more than 3 words. Okay. Two values important to Americans. Okay, American, so it's the USA. Okay, of these values, liberty and freedom are probably the most important, combined with individual responsibility. Okay, we have 3 values here: liberty, freedom, and individual responsibility. But the question specifically talks about, asks us to give 2 values that are extremely important. So the one that is said the most important here are liberty and freedom. So those are the questions. Liberty and freedom. You already have 3 words. Or liberty, freedom, comma, freedom. Well, 2 words there. Which USA educational programs are 2 years in length? Okay, we still talk about USA and 2 years in length. So the duration of the study. Now here we have from 2-year community college courses. So the answer should be community college courses. Okay, so community college courses, that's the answer. Who concluded that Canada is one of the best countries? Who concluded? So the question is who, so we need to look for the name of the person, or who the figure is that concludes that Canada is one of the best countries in the world to live in. Okay, here Canada. Surveys conducted by the UN, by the United Nations, have repeatedly found Canada to be among the top 10 places in the world to live in. So the answer is the United Nations, or just United Nations. Beware of the spelling, United Nations with S. Okay, that's how you answer number 1 to number 5. And then we have classification, question 6 to question 10. Remember, read the instruction. And here you are asked only to write the correct letter. So just answer it with AU, CANZ, UK, or US. Okay. There's an enormous choice of colleges and universities to choose from. This is pretty much similar to scanning method that we have in the 1 to 5. However, now we are looking for the position, or where you can find this information. There is an enormous choice of colleges and university to choose from. Okay. 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 You can have record of achievement, foundation courses. What about New Zealand? New Zealand's highly respected system. Okay. All right. American students are therefore expected to think independently. Responsibility. Okay, we have with 50 states all offering a huge range of different types of institutions. Deciding where to study in the USA may appear confusing. Well, so here in the US we have lots of choices here. What about Canada? No, so the answer should be US, because it's enormous choice. Enormous means very big or very much, yeah, a lot. Some universities are famous for courses in environmental studies. Okay, environmental studies, that's the keyword. Okay, now we have here reputation for research into environment and sports science, so the answer is Australia. Okay, some universities, here we have some institutions, of course, Australian institutions. Of course, the institutions here are universities because we talk about higher education. Next, well known for producing many famous authors. Okay, famous authors. Okay, do we have anything about authors in Canada? Authors, writers? No? Not here. Okay, not there. Australia. I don't think so. UK. Wow, it's long history of literature. Okay. Look beyond this and you'll find a university system with one of the best reputations in the world. Okay. Alright. So it has long history of literature, which means there are lots of writers there. Yeah. So it should be UK. Okay. Yeah. Students should be able to think for themselves. Yeah. Okay. The rest you can find on your own, but that's how you find it, using scanning basically. Finally, we have true, false, not given. Remember the difference between false and not given and true. Yeah. Not given means there is no information on this at all. That's what you need to understand. Australia is a dangerous country. Okay, Australia is a dangerous. Okay, there we have Australia. Is it dangerous? Okay, what do you think? Is it dangerous or not? Free spirited Australia, it doesn't say anything about dangerous, so it could be false or it could be not given. Is high level of public safety. Oh, okay, high level of public safety, so it's pretty safe there. So the answer should be false. All right, that's the answer, false, because it contradicts the information. Number 12, most state universities in Australia are of comparable quality. So the state universities, so it's the universities made by the states, okay, not the private one. Most state universities in Australia are of comparable, so they have similar quality. Australia. Vibrant, academically speaking, most of the national publicly funded, okay, publicly funded universities are state universities are of similarly high standards. So yeah, they're comparable. So the answer is true. So it's false. Sorry, this one is false, this one is true. Number 13. A degree from a UK university is highly regarded. UK university is highly regarded. Okay, the graduate. Alright, its best reputation, have a record of achievement. Alright. That's the UK. So what do you think? Look beyond this and you'll find a university system with one of the best reputation in the world. Universities in the UK have a record of achievement in many fields. So with that information, we can say that a degree from UK university is highly regarded. Yes, we talk about the degree. Highly regarded means it's well respected. Okay, so the answer should be true. The British education system has a large practical element. Okay, large practical element in the UK. Okay, practical element. Okay, I don't find anything about practical element nor something denying that, so we can say that there is no information there, so the answer should be no given. Okay, so the answer should be not given there. There's number 14, not given. Canada has the top 3 universities in the world. Canada has the top 3. Okay, we have top 10 places to live in, not the universities, yeah. So top 10 places to live in. Okay, world class cities to live and work, well regarded in business. Okay, they say nothing about the university, whether they top 3 or not, so it's not given. That's the answer for number 15. Alright, so that's how you answer these questions. Okay, now let's take a look at your answers. Okay, let's start with number 1. Okay, British system, correct. Okay, British, which system? The British system, so I think this one is still correct. Yeah. Okay, number 2. Yeah, that's number 2. Number 1, okay, foundation course, correct. A foundation course, correct. Prepare international student, that's incorrect. 3 months or 1 year in length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. Well, the requirement says that you need to answer no more than 3 words, so obviously incorrect. IELTS exam also incorrect. Liberty and freedom, correct. 3 words. Liberty and freedom, individual responsibility, 5 words, so that's incorrect. Community college courses, correct. Community college, well, that will be incorrect. College courses also incorrect. It should be community college courses. Okay, community college courses. Okay, community college is correct, yeah, because yeah, community college courses or community college, they are synonymy, they are similar. But college, College and community college are different. That's what you need to understand. College and community college are different. Okay. United Nations misspelling incorrect. Okay, this one is incorrect. All right. Okay, I think this one is pretty clear. Now let's go to the true, false, not given. False, false, false. All right. Some of you say it's not given for number 12. Okay, let's see again. Number 12. What was it about? Okay, are of comparable quality. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's because you cannot find the exactly similar words here. But the one that you will find are publicly funded universities, which are similar to state universities. Similarly high standard means they are of, yeah, they are comparable. Okay, they are similar in the standard. Okay, let's go back to your answers. Okay, next, number 13. Okay, there are some of you answers not given for number 13. Number 13, not given. British education system has a large practical element. Yeah. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. The British education system has a large practical element. Can we find it here? Hmm. Okay, it doesn't mention about the practical element. The one that's mentioned about practical element is New Zealand. Yeah, so it should be not given. All right, sorry, it's wrong. Okay, wrong. I mistakenly give you wrong score there. The answer should be not given. Yeah, not true. Okay, save it. All right. 15. Now number 15. 15. Canada has the top 3 universities. Oh, the British education system, number 14. Yeah, the British education system has a large practical. Oh, that's already answered. Canada has top 3 universities in the world. Oh my god, my mistake. It's number 13, so it should be true. Yeah, sorry. Okay, now we are number 14. Yeah, number 14 is not given. All right, finally number 15 also not given. Some of you say it's false. It's not given because there's no information about that. All right, so yeah. Okay, class, so that's how you answer it, and that's that's uh, some strategies that you can use. Remember the strategies that I told you before. Here are the strategies. First, preview the passage, and then you go to the questions. Also, keep in mind that every questions you find and or you answer will help you to comprehend the text better. So the more you answer them, the more you read the question, the better you will get the better you will understand the text. Okay, so that's all from me. Bye bye.